Big match?
Very big match. That's why big studio presence.
Very no. You're wearing RCB colors. RCB is winning.
बस हो गया पनौते.
जीत रहे हम.
That was last year. This year I'm getting most of my predictions right.
Things have changed this year.
Yes.
Why? How? I'd like to know.
Don't you know that in 2022 every prediction that I was making I was wrong. This
Oh,
year
you were
I'm
wrong.
getting
Thank God.
This year I'm getting it right.
All right. Good for you then. And Gagi has anyway declared that this is her team also.
Yes.
जीत रहे हैं
She's
हम.
not wearing red.
There is a very good reason behind it. I wore red twice to support RCB, of course. And in both those matches, RCB lost. But when I was wearing other colors, RCB won. So that's why I went with different colors today.
See,
Very
that's
super
how much.
Fans and what all they do.
That's how much she loves her team. She'll
Right.
do anything for her team to win. So even if that means that lovely jersey that she has of RCB, she will not
Will
wear
not
it.
be worn.
But I don't know, somehow people think we have that pass. That he feels he has the pass. You feel you have the
I
power.
feel he has the power.
Some people feel that I have the power to beating Punjab every time I come. So
I think Punjab do that to themselves.
no, but no team. And that's what I was saying. If we had the power of being in the studio and ensuring one team wins or loses, or wearing a certain kind of clothes and the team can win and lose, then we wouldn't be here. Huh?
You'd be in an ashram somewhere.
I'll be in Bahamas.
Bahamas, yeah.
I will be making my predictions from there.
With this.
I
He's
would
thinking of
be
Bahamas, sending
on
him to
a
ashram.
beach villa in Bahamas, making my money just by wearing
Predicting.
a t-shirt or not wearing
Yeah,
a
or
t-shirt and predicting.
following
and-
totkas.
Yeah. If I had that power to decide with me wearing a shirt or doing any other thing, doing a live discussion, then every time I came on Sports Today and I could ensure that one team wins or loses, then I'd join by Zoom. From Bahamas and-
You'd be hired as a professional lucky charm as well.
yeah.
Like our
I'd charge big
Panditji
money.
is anyway. No, our Panditji Shailendra Pandeyji. Why are you laughing?
It was
This
a funny
guy.
thing. It was a funny thing. Why not?
What? You didn't even finish.
You insulted me by, with that smock. I called you that guy and I'm sure you felt bad. Like you did the other day.
That guy.
Remember?
No, I really don't.
Okay.
Remind me
Asha,
of.
finish what you were saying.
Yeah, so what was I saying? Yeah, I was talking about Shailendra Pandeyji. He had predicted that Virat Kohli would come out of his bad time sometime in September last year, and he did actually. He started performing well ever since. So we take him for his word
Did
then.
he say anything about RCB winning IPL?
No, we can call him anytime and ask. He'd always
She'll
be available
connect
for
you.
predictions. Yeah.
Direct number.
It would
Of course. Shall we do that? If he picks up the phone, that is.
it would be the ultimate test of his panditry, I'm telling you.
So what are you going to ask him? Is RCB winning it? A Sala Cup?
ये साला कब नाम दे और ये साला कब
उनको
नहीं.
पहले कौन समझाएगा सब कुछ? I hope he is following IPL.
We actually.
कौन समझाना चाहता है?
आप ही
I think it's a
समझाएंगे.
simple question. Siddharth will ask. You're calling Panditji. Let's see what he has to
पूछ
say.
लो. You said na that last year whatever predictions you. Oh my
You can
God! Look
ask
at
something as simple as
he's
is
not taking the
RCB
call.
winning this year's IPL or not? That's all you have to
Yeah.
ask.
ठीक है.
Simple question.
चलिए मैं इनको एक voice message छोड़ देती हूँ. If
Maybe
he
he might just call back. No? That's great.
he probably wouldn't.
We are
Maybe
live medium.
Aditi troubles him so much. She knew already that he's not going to
नहीं
pick
उठाने
up. Because she must be asking, Pandit ji, मेरा बताएं ये क्या होने वाला है, ये कब होगा, वो कब होगा. He must be like, no.
Because I keep asking.
See,
Lucky colors for the day.
No, every time I meet him, I ask him, Pandit ji, आज अच्छा क्या होगा?
पंडित जी वीकेंड ऑफ है ना.
नहीं, that doesn't bother me. I love
that
working.
change shows है.
पंडित जी सिर्फ ये बता दीजिए कि आईपीएल में आरसीबी जीत सकती है या जीतेगी. प्लीज वॉइस नोट छोड़िएगा क्योंकि हम लाइव हैं और जब आप वॉइस नोट छोड़िएगा तो हम यहाँ पर सारे अपने ऑडियंसेस को भी दिखाएंगे और सुनाएंगे.
Yes.
Well done. Technology. Great use of technology by
Yes.
Aditi. Finding out. But more than relying on Pandit ji, let's
Panditry.
look at Panditry. Exactly. Let's
From prophecy to pandit.
Yeah, let's get to punditry of the game and let's look at things that are going in favor of RCB and things that are not going in favor of them. By the way, as cliche as it sounds, every time we come and say that it's a big game, it is indeed a big game, at least for RCB. I think mathematically, if they lose, they will still have a chance, but only mathematically. I think for all effective purposes, they're out of the race then of top 4.
Yeah.
See that? But the bigger thing that will happen today if RCB lose is that both CSK and Lucknow Super Giants qualify, irrespective of whatever happens to their final game. So in that context, it is a massive game coming up, because imagine, the build-up for the Chennai match right now is so much here in Delhi.
Yeah.
People saying that is it the last time we'll see MS Dhoni, is the last time, and possibly if they lose, it could be, but none of that will be the case if today RCB lose.
Yeah.
So you'll know well in advance, 2 days in advance, that what MS Dhoni playing that game in Delhi is just another game, because minimum he'll play 1 more game or maybe even 2 more if they do finish in top 2 if they win. So on that count as well, it's a crucial game coming up.
Yep. RCB fans, please.
Please.
The nervousness that you may be feeling, because
My heart's going pizza patter.
pizza patter, because
Is it an Italian heart? No. Pizza patter.
Pitter patter. It's
The way you
in
said it. The way you
bad
said it.
British accent. Yeah.
Terrible.
so see, because
Meme.
Yeah, even I was like, pitta patter chal raha hai, ho kya raha hai? Is this something I missed?
It's a
So
meme.
yeah, Siddharth, you were saying.
And at times, see,
Was
again
that-
with Gargi, you don't know if she's come up with one of those Insta lingos or something. Ki
I
kya hai
did.
ye? You often feel that you're not well read enough at times.
That
Is it
is
that-
installing what she.
It is.
It's meme lingo. Yeah.
Meme lingo, yeah. Gen Z language.
Gen Z language.
So you're caught in
wow.
on-
You're also Gen Z. Aren't
You're
you,
also
Mohit?
Gen Z, yeah? Harshit,
Mohit is
this guy.
Mohit.
Both are-
Harshit might not be, but Mohit is Gen
Mohit
Z.
is.
His alter ego.
alter ego hai.
Because that's not Gen Z or.
Yeah.
You were saying something.
So-
you interrupted Siddharth.
so RCB and SRH, why don't we call that as a very good rivalry? Because SRH, even in its previous avatar of Deccan Chargers, always made it a point to hurt RCB in a big way. 2009 final, 2012,
2012.
when RCB had the ultimate golden opportunity to knock CSK out. They had to chase 133
Yeah.
against Deccan Chargers in the final game, first over 24. We thought the game would be done in 10
They were
overs.
saying 3-4-8.
3-4-8, and spectacularly RCB imploded, 9-run loss. 16 final, everything was in your favor, yet you lost. 6 out of 7 games you lost in Uppal. That one game that you won here, courtesy David Warner's Lagan moment, when he stepped on the boundary rope, caught that 6, and RCB won.
Lagan.
In fact, I'm really split to pick a winner, though I think RCB start favourite because of the stats. They won the toss, RCB. Is because of the fact, I think in Hyderabad, there have been 7 games between the two teams, and RCB won only once and lost 6 times. And that one win also came by Duckworth Lewis, if I'm not mistaken. So that tells you that they just don't enjoy playing in this ground. But having said that, this season SRH have been terrible on this ground.
Only one
I
win.
think they won 1 and lost 4
Yep.
in the 5 games or 6 games.
6. They have lost 5.
They've lost 5, 1 in the 6 games that they played so far on this ground. So this is anything but a home advantage for them. It's a home disadvantage, in fact. So there are these stats which really at the moment show both teams in poor light. You'll have to just pick which team will get slightly better luck compared to each other. So not great records to look at, but I think toss might be crucial here because most teams batting first have been winning here. Majority of games that have happened, batting first seems to be the way to go because of.
They've chosen to bowl.
Ooh, I understand why.
Know what to chase.
Correct. Also, the
Dew.
Dew, and I think their batting, I think they trust more than their bowling.
Yes, that's true. That's true.
Bowling other than Siraj, they know that they can go for a lot of runs. So I guess what they're saying is that once you know a total, if supposing they had to set a total, they're not too confident that their bowlers can really stop the opposition, and especially if Carlson gets going. So they think that the other way would be better, that if they put up even a big total, we have the kind of batting firepower to apart from the KGF, I think Lomrol's been decent enough this IPL. So I think they believe that could be the way.
I think RCB this year, particularly this year, they have been not terrible at putting up totals, because it's always the KGF, and if either one of them doesn't fire, it's a disaster. And Mahipal Lomror only came good in one match, and the middle order is not to be trusted. The lower order, there's no lower order. So I think it's much better when you kind of take off that pressure of putting up a total and chase. I think this is the best option that RCB could have gone with.
I mean, they do have the chase master right at the top of the order. So not the worst option in the world.
Yeah.
I don't know whether did they get any dew in this stadium in the previous encounters?
Against Lucknow Super Giants, it was a day game, the Lucknow Super Giants match, so no dew that time. Very difficult to think on the top of our head whether they got dew.
Was played at night.
It was
I
played-
don't think there was an issue there.
No, because KKR batted first and defended, and they defended 170. So this isn't exactly a high-scoring round.
No,
not.
yeah. I think 170 seems to be the par total.
Yeah.
If we get around that much, it's good enough. So FAF has decided that they're going to be batting second because the last 2 days that they've been here, there's been dew.
Oh.
So on the evidence of dew being there, they've decided to chase. Hasaranga missed out last game, is not available for this game as well. That's a big blow.
Nigel.
That's a big blow for RCB because he missed out last game as well. Bracewell had come in, I think, last game, and he's still there. As Faf du Plessis is pointing out, that strengthens their batting, and they have to look at every game. Yeah, that's stating the obvious.
Yep. So Brook comes in for Sunrisers.
Ooh, after a
back?
gap
Yes.
After 2 games, right?
or more.
More.
Maybe.
More.
Three.
Yeah, more games. But interestingly, Markram said that they would have batted first anyway, so they're not too disappointed with that. Tyagi is also Karthik Tyagi's come back. He did come back for a game or two in the middle, but then has gone out.
He played the Kolkata game and got hammered. So I think that's why they then sat him out.
Yeah. He's spoken about Umran, but I don't know whether that means Umran is playing or not. I doubt he'd be playing.
Maybe, yeah, he might come in, they're batting first, right? Could come in as a bowling option if he's there on the subs, but
No, because if they've got Tyagi in,
it seems unlikely.
with a Natarajan and a Bhuvaneshwar, they're not dropping the two of them, and a Tyagi coming in, there's no place for Umran.
They're not dropping Jansen or Fazalak Faruqi.
Depends if they play Jansen, because I don't know why he's not played on a consistent basis.
The previous match.
Yeah.
No, he played.
Fazalak came in last match, no?
And Jansen played too.
Jansen
Both
was
played.
there.
Oh.
Remember, we were surprised when he saw the game.
Both played. Both played last game. You could drop one of them.
Yep.
Because they'd have to for getting the foreign quota, because there's Markram Klaasen and they played Jansen as well as Fazalak Faruqi last time. Now one has to go out because Harry Brook is coming. So it'll be one between Jansen and Fazalak Faruqi that goes out, which is why they've got a Karthik Tyagi in. So no place for Umran for sure.
Yeah.
Also, I remember Brian Lara had said in the pre-match press conference last time, or the game that they finished last time, and he was asked this question in particular, that why is Umran not playing, and he said the sole criteria is not potential or anything, but the sole criteria for us selecting our 11 is form. He's not been in good form, so we're not gone with him. I mean, that answer by itself told us that he's not going to be coming back.
Yep.
You know what's interesting about this IPL is that how points table. I mean whichever team is on. Whatever number, still the game can change for them, whether they are on the higher side or the lower side, and they'd still be able to make it to the playoffs. I mean
It's been the case for many IPLs.
Yes,
Yeah.
but the way it's fluctuating this time. I mean every time you expect something and something else happens, that keeps your interest in the game going.
Proper logjam of sorts that we saw.
Yeah.
With teams being standard on 10 points, then
Yeah.
you saw 4 teams being standard on 12 points. And even right now as we speak, there are 4 teams that are indeed stranded on 12 points.
Yeah.
So yeah, one of them of course will be making it to 14 points today. Which side it will be, we'll have to...
No, not
Which
one
side?
of them. SRH
Actually,
has 8.
SRH have 8. So yeah, just RCB though could make it 14. But SRH have been party poopers, especially for RCB in the past. That's not to say that history will have any sort of a bearing in this particular match. And RCB do have reason to believe after that high-flying win that they registered against the Rajasthan Royals. She's wearing Rajasthan colours for a reason, maybe then.
A reminder.
So, yeah, they won't. If they can get half of that intensity into this match, I think they're winning it.
Yeah, I mean, they are the overwhelming favourites heading into this encounter
Yeah.
because I don't see this SRH batting lineup do any kind of wonders. It's been their problem. We are saying we had a bhajan, right, for RCB. For SRH, there is no bhajan because their batting
What was the bhajan we had for us?
O Palan Hare Nirgun no Nyare. O Palan Hare is firing, but Nirgun no Nyare is just not there. For SRH, there is no bhajan because you've not had a settled
Look at
team.
Harshit's face.
I know, I like it because I'll tell you what, because I was reminded of his earlier analogies, which was just about Vada Pav. From
This
there,
is
look,
better.
exactly, look where we've come all through this IPL. We started with Vada Pav, which at times had a Vada, didn't have a Pav. Now we progressed to bhajans.
No, but that bhajan.
Vada Pav rocks.
No,
Yeah.
Vada
Vada Pav
Pav
rocks.
was his original. This he's copied from social
the
media.
internet. Yeah.
It's not his original.
Alright, I didn't know this.
Yes.
Last year.
Because you're not here with us, how will you know?
Oh, shut up. Not
Also,
that
I have a
again.
Quick confrontation. You're always here on Mondays when you know he's not around here.
I wonder why.
Is that so?
Yeah.
But no, that's not the case. Then she wouldn't have been here today.
Yeah.
No, but Monday again, every time, and then there's this thing.
And I would have been here yesterday.
He was off yesterday also. So.
Oh, that was. Then I would not have known that it was his off because
Yeah, how
Monday
would
if
he-
he was on off, then Tuesday would have been, naturally an off for him.
Yeah.
So,
Not this week though.
Yep.
so just 1 week to go, I think, and
the-
then all of you guys would be able to take chuttis.
We are.
Who?
You're not getting your regular offs.
What? Of
No,
course,
we are.
everyone is
We
here.
All
are.
of you?
Yes.
2 days a week?
Yes.
Oh, okay. I'd heard otherwise. I'd heard that you guys were getting only 1 weekly off
That was
because
just
of the
last year.
IPL.
Last year. Starting we wanted to see, but now it's fine.
Yeah. तो starting में हुआ था
You're
ना?
not the only lucky one. Everyone else also gets.
He also called a Pandit ji at times.
All right. Pandit ji.
The problem for Sunrisers, I think two players in particular, Adam Makram and Rahul Tripathi. Them not firing is what has really caused trouble for Sunrisers Hyderabad. Is you expected these two to come good considering that they had been good earlier. The only one firing is Henrik Klaasen. Of course, Harry Brook also not really pulling his weight apart from that 100 that he
But that's
got.
it.
Yeah.
One good knock.
Yeah, but when you looked at the batting lineup pre-IPL, when you expected a Rahul Tripathi would been doing well, and then an Adam Makram who does well, and a Harry Brook with the reputation he got, with Klaasen in there, you saw that batting lineup and you said, wow, that's a good batting lineup. Then you looked at their bowling with Bhuvneshwar and Natarajan and Umran as he had done in the IPL last season.
Yeah.
So, I mean, it looked like a solid team, just that, not each of those players have not played to potential, which is why they are languishing at the bottom
In
now.
fact, if I recall correctly, I think it was 2021 season when Umran had started to make his name, and it was against RCB, I think, where he really unleashed himself. He cranked up 153 and he again spoiled the RCB chances to finish in the top 2, if I'm not wrong. It was, I think, that
2021.
21, yeah.
Yep.
But last season
Times
is where he
changed.
got consistent match time.
And consistently tormented the best of teams.
Yeah.
This year though, his form has fallen off a cliff.
Yeah. Looking at the team batting first, there's Abhishek Sharma and Rahul Tripathi, Adam Makram, Klaasen, Brook, Glenn Phillips is also there.
Yep.
So Abdul Samad, then
Nitish Reddy.
Mayank Dagar, Bhuvneshwar Kumar, and Fazal Haq Faruqi, right? Karthik Tyagi.
Because they brought in Glenn Phillips, no? So there can't be any foreign bowler.
Both Jansen and Fazal Haq Faruqi both are out.
Yep.
Yeah.
They've actually made a lot more changes than the two he mentioned.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
Markandeya is also, by the way, on the bench.
Yeah.
But because they are batting first, most likely Markandeya comes
will
in.
be the one.
Impact player, yeah.
Yeah, and one of them goes out. Can't be Abhishek Sharma. They've used him as a bowler as well sometime, though he didn't do rather well.
Yeah.
Yep.
But it
But
won't
they-
be him. It'll probably be.
Tripathi,
Yes, most likely.
Party.
Most likely.
though he's a decent fielder.
Hmm. But they've been using him as an impact
yeah,
player.
yeah.
In fact, there have been matches where he's not started. He started off the bench and then come on to bat when they were batting second.
Yeah.
So probably him.
So Mayank Markande, Natarajan. Oh, there's Natarajan also on the bench. So that's interesting.
Yeah.
It has to be one between Markande and Natarajan that comes in. Just let's take a look at their bowlers. You got Nitish Reddy.
That too at this point of the IPL, you're giving Nitish Reddy a game. Just doesn't make sense.
It does. They have nothing to lose. What does it matter at this point?
I mean, you would want to ensure you don't finish at the bottom for the second consecutive season.
They didn't finish at the bottom last
Yeah,
year.
but
Second
if
to
you're going
last,
to play
yeah.
a team like this, fans of CSK and Lucknow Super Giants are going to be happy, na?
That explains a lot.
Yeah.
Huh.
Even for KKR, realistically.
Yeah, realistically, their hopes are done.
Yeah.
Let's be
No,
fair.
but okay, fine. Whoever's hopes are there, if you see a team that's knocked out, I mean, credit to Delhi yesterday.
They
They
played
are
a
knocked
full-strength
out,
team.
but they played a full strength team because that particular match or the result of the match impacts a lot of other teams. Same with Sunrisers Hyderabad. It's their moral duty to play their best team.
I mean, I don't understand. To be told, you're making one too many changes. I understand wanting to bring in the players, but I mean, I don't know.
Unless it's like, okay, we have to really figure out who we want to keep and who we want to let go.
Quite frankly.
So might as well see everyone with the last 2 games they've got SRH.
Yeah.
No.
This
So
and
both
Mumbai.
games they'll give them chances and then probably take a call whether going forward do they need them or do they release them. We don't even know whether auctions are going to happen, so we'll have to wait on that. Maybe that can be the only reason, but that's the problem with IPL then, right? Teams when they're knocked out, they'll make these changes, make it only easier for the other team. And then what about teams that have had to play against full strength opposition? Then they'll feel hard done by it.
Yep. Absolutely. Which is why RCB today, golden opportunity. Stay in the race.
To be fair, they've had plenty of golden opportunities.
This is
I'm talking
even
about-
more golden.
No, 2016. Nothing beats 2016 as far as golden.
No, but you at least topped that table. You went into the playoffs as the top ranked team. So they were never in doubt for the playoffs.
Right.
Here, barring 2016, the other side and on this side, you've always been in doubt.
They've been either consistently near the top 4 or consistently near the bottom 4. No in betweens in that regard.
Exactly.
In
Here
between
you are.
now.
Huh?
They're in between now.
Yeah. Now is the in
Now,
betweens.
yeah.
Yeah, so this is why this is a golden opportunity for you to break away from this mid-table scramble that's there, because you're going to be fourth. If you win today, you're going to fourth.
And they have their fate in their own hands. So if I were RCB, I look at this lineup and say, you know what, I'm going to hammer on Towns. This young people making debuts. It's a very scrambled kind of, playing 11 because they've dropped so many players. I don't understand.
Yep. The captain said he has no idea about Umran Malik. Somebody points that out, that this is what was said by Adam Makram at the toss. No, he said something like Umran is an X-factor player.
Yeah.
But then sometimes they don't put every...
Yeah, but then if he had said I have no idea about him.
That's a too nice a thing to omit. Let's be fair.
Yeah, it's the juiciest bit. We'll have a listen to that and then let you know exactly what he has said. But very surprising 11 that Sunrisers Hyderabad has put out, and as we know that they're out of the playoff race, so fine, they can experiment, maybe looking in the future from their point, okay, but from the rest of the team's point of view, I don't think it's great. If I'm a Mumbai Indians today, if I'm a Rajasthan Royals, Kolkata Knight Riders, or even Chennai Super Kings, Lucknow
LSG.
Super Giants, all of us are looking at this team and saying, you're not being fair because you're leaving someone like a Natarajan who's been good, someone like a Mayank Markande. Okay, one of them will come in as a impact sub, but one will then still be out, right?
Yep.
Then between Fazalak Farooqi and a Janssen also you've left out, both. So, I mean, too many changes. I think that Sunrisers Hyderabad, and clearly not their best 11. So
No.
for their purpose, I know to figure out what the future holds for these players, they're doing it, but they're not put out a best 11. And I think this is the problem, because we discussed yesterday, people did point out why not play the last games simultaneously, even though this is not the last game for Sunrisers Hyderabad. But this is what happens. Other teams get to know what run rate to achieve,
Yeah.
or even play in a certain way. That was a problem in football, which is why they introduced that, in World Cup teams playing together. But this is an issue.
The disgrace of Gijon.
Sure. 82.
Maybe they can, I don't know what ideas, maybe they can look at wherever you finish this season, even if you're out of the playoff race, wherever you finish this season, the prize money or something you get based on where you finish.
Yeah, that would be a good way to ensure that there's some sort of an incentive to play your best teams.
Exactly. So, for example, the motivation for Sunrise is then. Now you know you're out of top four. So see the way the money is that there is also prize money in IPL, but you also get the money that comes from television rights and so on and so forth. That's distributed equally, and then there's prize money for the top 4 teams depending on where they finished. Right? Maybe look at a formula where you get paid additionally based on where you finished in the league table, which is why then if I'm Sunrisers Hyderabad, I'm not taking this game lightly and I'm playing it like a game so that I don't finish, let's say, below Delhi, because that will make a difference of $few million.
There's 2 instances I can quote where it's similar. One is, of course, in the Premier League. I think that's one league where the broadcast money is distributed very evenly. And it's not that much of a difference, but whichever position you finish higher, your revenue is more. A more pertinent example, Formula 1 right now. They've instituted a sort of a payment system for the 10 teams, depending on, and the majority of the money comes from the FI in terms of the Constructors' Championship. So each team, depending on where it is they finish in the team championship, gets more money.
Yeah.
So it motivates the teams to actually kind of push as hard as they can to ensure they're getting points and may finish 9th.
Yeah.
The difference between 9th and 8th or 8th and 7th is about, say, $20-30 million. That's a lot of money. Because that money is then going directly into your budget to reinvest. They should do something like that. Yeah?
Exactly.
Yeah.
So that's a suggestion we have, that maybe where you finish in your points table, you need to be given that kind of money, which will then ensure that teams like Sunrisers Hyderabad out of the race continue to play their best 11, because it will make a huge difference. Right now they're not playing their best 11. They're using this game
As a testing ground.
as a practice match.
As a practice match.
As good as a practice match, just to test it out.
Like
Which is
they brought in Impact player this time. Maybe they should work on this kind of a thing next time.
An Impact player, though, I have not been a fan.
Yeah.
Get rid of it.
Yeah.
The only
Eventually, the fun of having an Impact player has died down, and the excitement around it. It was there initially when people were trying to understand it, but no more.
I don't know if we ever sort of hit that level that the BCCI or the IPL governing council sort of had in mind, that it would revolutionize the game and it would, take excitement levels to another level, add another dynamic. After a point, everyone's impact sub has been rather easy to guess.
Figure out.
And I don't think we ever hit that point of the game, let's say, reaching
Changing
a notch
because of
higher
an impact
in terms
player,
of
yeah.
its excitement is concerned. That vision wasn't met. I
I'll again say the main reason for that is the ridiculous idea of batting 11 and bowling 11.
Yeah.
You say you play 111 and then you decide your sub based on, because then you're forced to take risks. Then you're forced to say, you know what, in this situation we might need an extra batter bowling. Otherwise, if you have a batting 11 where you've packed your batting and you're bowling second, you know for a fact it's going to be a bowler. Unless an extreme situation comes in, it's just predictable. It's not good.
I think go ahead.
Yeah, I mean, either have the impact player rule and scrap the batting bowling 11, or have a batting bowling 11 and scrap the impact player rule.
Yeah.
Either
I
of
would
those.
go
That would
with
be-
scrap everything, because as I think Harshit points out, I don't think the excitement of games has benefited because of these new rules, whether it's batting or bowling 11 or even your subs. The excitement of, in fact, you had, I think, if I'm not mistaken, more close or last ball finishes or super overs or whatever you have, even points table, till last game, all of it was there even in previous seasons without this.
Yep.
So what you're actually doing is ruining the balance of teams by ensuring there's an impact there. So I've not been a big fan. Get rid of both.
By the way, big match, and we've seen 60 odd matches already. No super over yet.
Yeah, that's what.
Can today be that match?
No.
No.
Please,
No.
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 I'll go. My prediction is a super over today.
You're going to predict a super over every day now, aren't you?
No. Today, a big match.
Every day is a big match. But we haven't had time to look at RCB's 11. So this, of course, is their bowling 11 now, because they won the toss. So Virat Kohli, Faf du Plessis, Glenn Maxwell, KGF right on top. Maipal Lomror, Anuj Rawat will keep wicket, and this is exactly what they've done last time around.
Yeah.
Dinesh Karthik was out and they played Anuj Rawat as a wicket keeper. They've continued with that formula that allows them to play Shahbaz and Bracewell. And then they've got Wayne Parnell, who's been outstanding
Yeah.
in the second half of the season for them. Harshal Patel, Karan Sharma, who for the longest time played for Sunrisers. I mean, I can
Yeah.
remember
Won the
him as a
title with them.
Sunrisers player. He's now going to be playing against them. And I think the number one performer for RCB this season, alongside Faf du Plessis, Mohammad Siraj.
Yep.
Yeah.
So the impact sub for them, of course, is going to be batter.
DK.
Dinesh.
No, you're not bringing in DK.
Why
It's
not?
going to be
Kedar?
either Kedar or Prabhu Desai. Because if you had to play DK, you'd use him as a wicket keeper.
No,
No,
but
but
then wicket
Anuj-
keeping is sorted with Anuj.
Yeah.
So you're playing.
If I still have the faith that he can, let's say, finish the game for me,
Yeah.
why not? I'll bring him on.
Do you though?
No,
Do you though?
he gives me more faith than a Prabhu Desai who's untested.
Prabhu Desai is not untested. He's
Or
not
five-
gotten enough chances.
4-5 matches he's gotten over. He's given you single digit scores.
Single digit scores and how many balls again?
Single digit balls.
Exactly. It's not fair on him also. I think you'd go with Prabhu Desai or Kedar Jadhav.
But-
I think it'll be Kedar.
Anuj has also done well with the bat.
No, Anuj has, and I'm saying my point is you're not bringing in a wicket keeper unless he's an outstanding batsman. DK of 2023 is not that. No.
Okay, who are you going for?
I'll go for Kedar Jadhav.
DK.
Mohit?
Mohit. What's
Gone
what?
with DK.
Since you mispronounced,
Harshit says DK. What does
Harshit
Mohit
Mohit
say?
both said DK.
since we're mispronouncing names, then I'll go with Kedar.
Okay, in-house RCB, her vote counts the most.
DK.
DK?
Yes.
Okay.
Kedar.
And the
RCB
converted RCB fan this season.
Kedar.
RCB con-
Kedar.
Kedar.
Why do you always ask us? We want to ask you first.
I always answered as in the last.
Okay,
I'm
your
going
turn.
with Kedar
I'm not
Jadhav.
answering this time. You're only going to answer.
I've answered. I answer.
Okay.
But
I was
answered
not
last.
paying
I
attention.
answered
then.
before in Kedar Jadhav. Now answer.
I don't.
She doesn't know.
I wasn't paying attention during this conversation.
You could have, at least,
Pretended.
Yeah.
Why?
You could have just copied
Why
anything that one of us-
Wing it.
No, never.
And don't we were
See,
winging.
and then when I tell her that she's on her phone, then she gets angry on me. When am I on the phone?
By the way,
When
have
do I
we
do
heard
that?
from Panditji?
No, we haven't. I was trying to connect again. We did not receive
Oh, no.
the call.
We'll have to do with
But,
punditry.
but
rather
it'll
than
be
pundit.
fun to bring him on the show one day. No, all the fans can have their questions and what?
Shivam?
I told you, na. If he answers, his panditry will be questioned. If he doesn't answer,
No,
he's
I
playing
don't
it
think
safe.
so. No, he has the
It's
answers.
better if he leaves us wondering, because then if I hear something like no, they're not gonna win,
She won't like.
yeah. I won't
So
like
what? I mean,
She's a fan, yeah.
it's all right.
There's-
I mean, the one who's
I think
predicting
it's-
is predicting.
But each person is different now. Some people
Okay.
don't. Why don't some people go and show their kundli or whatever because they're scared to know? Not everyone goes.
That's right.
So
I
maybe
agree.
she's like she don't want to hear
ठीक है.
and just keep believing. And then sees for herself that the team doesn't
I
qualify.
make my own destiny.
And see for herself that her team misses out on qualification without relying on Panditji.
I know.
Who needs predictions? If you know you're going to be disappointed, so no problem.
When you can shoot yourself in the foot, why ask a pandit? Simple.
Yeah.
RCB can
But
do
in
that.
her case, she's not playing now.
Yeah.
I mean, it's out of her control.
All
Yeah.
I can do is
Pray.
keep believing.
Support.
Support. सवाल आए हैं कुछ?
आज तो there's no Punjab यार.
So what?
क्यों पंजाब होगी तभी पंजाबी बोलनी है.
कल शुरू कर दिया हमने.
अच्छा.
Ronak is saying Aditi is a star. She has amazing presence. If only she started following cricket.
I have to tell you that I work for GNT and I do not get enough time to watch cricket. And I reach home pretty late. So by
that's not a
that
good
time,
excuse.
half of the match is over.
That's not a good excuse.
No, we
No,
are
I'm
a
not
sport-
giving
we
an
work in
excuse.
sports
This
beat,
is-
no?
this
Do we
is-
not know about anything going on in the world of
and can I
politics?
tell
or
you-
No,
anything?
but
I'll tell you one
listen.
thing.
No, but genuinely.
Yes,
I'm
I-
here early in the morning.
Doesn't matter. Do you
This
know?
is my extra time here.
Do you know? Do you know that our subscribers, some of them is an IT
And I'm
engineer.
only doing it for appraisals.
Listen, our people who watch, someone is an IT engineer, someone is a doctor, someone is this. They work 12 hours, yet take out time to watch cricket and have things to say.
Yesterday-
So please don't say that you were working for GNT, so you have no time. There are people who are working 12 hours a day, yet they watch cricket and have all the knowledge.
Yesterday, one of our subscribers
Okay,
was
point
saying he was
taken.
watching our show whilst working out. Imagine.
See, they take out
Wow.
time.
Yeah.
That's the love for cricket.
Yeah.
And the love for the channel.
Yesterday, they were
It's
giving
like
us
when we
company
were
free in the morning.
studying.
Yesterday, by the way, Aditi, yesterday our amazing subscriber base and our dear family members, they gave us company till 3 in the morning. Half
We were
an hour,
live.
2:30 or 3 we were with our family members yesterday night.
Only doing it once, you know.
No.
That
What
has
is this?
That has been last 4 weeks by the way.
Do you know, let me give you an example.
Oh, shut up. Stop
no,
being
no,
on
no,
my
because
case
you
this
said-
time.
I'm not.
Take a point taken.
No, no, no. Listen. Shane was live through the evening.
Huh.
Was live at 11 a.m.
I saw
was
that.
live at evening.
I
and
saw
at
your
3 a.m.
upload.
also.
No, your story. You three were
That was actually
online,
SRH
yeah.
who posted it.
But that's 3. No, but even 11 a.m. The most of them sometime are on at 11 a.m. And then also then do a full shift from 3 to 12,
Wow.
despite being at 11.
In fact, I remember
So
during the FIFA World Cup for a month, I was sleeping reverse.
अच्छा,
6
मुझे
to
नहीं
3.
सुनना,
6
ठीक है।
no,
p.m.
no, because you mentioned that, so you have to listen now.
Yeah, 6 p.m. in the evening, my shift would start. 6
Yeah.
p.m. in the evening.
Yeah. See, like MSDN is telling
Thank
us,
you,
I am
Rohan.
studying in
IIT.
IIT Guwahati and I have to do assignments.
But he's watching
You know
sports today.
how much time IITians have to study? They do 16, 18 hours. Yet they will
Poor
watch
guys.
cricket, watch our shows, know everything there is to know about cricket, read articles.
All right, I'll do that
Look at
too.
our intern Sarthak. He's coming from family business and everything. He loved Sports Talk and Sports Today so much that he came
no,
here to
but
study.
no. But the point here is he has to do family business and this together.
Exactly.
Then
you know,
he
he's
will
done
become-
that. I think he has done that at times.
No. Right now, are you doing it? Very
There we
good.
go.
Then
See?
that's a good example.
That's passion.
So you have to do 8-9 hours of your business and then do 8-9 hours of.
I do 4 hours of business, then come here.
Oh, that's good. Then he does about
That's a 12-hour day.
9 to 10
That's
hours. Yeah. So okay, predictions then. Mehraj rules gone with SRH 185, Brooks Knight, but RCB win.
Brooks Knight in this pitch. That's a bold
Let's start
prediction.
with Aditi this time.
RCB 180.
SRH is batting.
Shane, you always do that. All right.
I'm reading the comments.
Okay, SRH is batting. How much?
SRH 185.
And who wins? SRH or RCB? In the end?
I think SRH will win today.
Now we'll go like this. Siddharth.
155 SRH, but RCB are winning it comfortably.
I am saying 160 SRH, RCB win.
Okay. I say 179 and of course RCB.
179 on this wicket.
166 super over RCB win.
Other tangent. Oh my god.
I want to
Was
take that.
Was that a wicket?
So, okay.
So I
Shivam also going with
I
super
think
over.
they'll get over 168, and I'm hoping that SRH prove me wrong because my team's very slim chances hinge on them causing an upset. But I think RCB are
Yeah,
winning.
but your prediction is what?
RCB winning.
RCB.
Let's go full house today.
Okay,
No,
so
no.
I'll push higher, 174.
SRH.
Only
Aditi.
Aditi is gone with SRH.
Yeah. The other day also, I think, which match were we discussing? I predicted and I saw the game till the end and that team had won. कौन सी थी वो?
You should know because you rarely come, so you should know which day. We do every day, so
This
we'll
is what
forget.
happens here. The person who's outnumbered ends up getting the prediction right.
So today your outnumber, so your prediction would be right.
Sorry, Gargi.
Those I want to read out this message. Riju Bhattacharya, who's actually paid 44 rupees to us to say that Big Boss chalu ho gaya. He enjoys that bit of our show too. Thank you.
Okay. Bye bye.
I'm happy there are takers for each bit.
Yep. See you mid innings.
Just taking a few predictions there.
Yeah.
Dex has gone with 206 for SRH. He believes Klassen's getting 84.
Wow.
Donald Trump wants RCB to lose. Prakash Jha has gone 193 because he feels that the SRH batting is looking explosive today. Just for fun, gone 190 for SRH. Clearly, that's not a prediction made in fun. He's serious about it. So yeah, we'll revisit those in the mid innings. Bye bye. See you.
Yep.
Take care.
See you. Bye bye.